Welcome my channel, Pakistan Freedom. Today, we will talk about the history of Pakistan in general and the creation of Pakistan in particular. For our first topic, let us discuss how was Pakistan created. The establishment of Pakistan was one of the most significant events of the 20th century. The idea of creating a separate state for Muslims in South Asia first emerged during the Caliphate movement of the 1920s, when Muslims began to feel the need for self-rule due to the rise of Hindu nationalism and concerns over their political and cultural rights under British rule. By the mid-1930s, Muslim leaders were advocating for an independent state in which Muslims would be the majority and could preserve their culture and way of life. The movement gained momentum after the Second World War when Muslims felt increasingly alienated from the Congress-dominated government and its policies. Key figures such as Muhammad Ali, Jinnah, and Chaudhry Romat Ali played pivotal roles in articulating the demand for Pakistan and mobilizing Muslim support. Ultimately, on August 14, 1947, Pakistan was declared independent, marking a historic moment not only for South Asia, but for the global Muslim world. The subcontinent was partitioned into two separate states, Pakistan and India, along religious lines with the intention of ensuring the safety and well-being of both communities. However, the partition process was fraught with challenges including widespread violence, communal riots, and the mass displacement of people. Despite these difficulties, Pakistan emerged as a sovereign state ready to face the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. In the 19th century, the region that would become Pakistan was a part of the British Raj, a period of British colonial rule in India. The British had conquered large parts of the Indian subcontinent by the early 19th century and ruled over it through a combination of direct and indirect control. At this time, the subcontinent was home to various princely states, each with its own ruler and laws, as well as regions directly administered by the British. The seeds of Pakistan were sown during the Caliphate movement of the 1920s, an Islamic pan-nationalist movement that aimed at securing the Ottoman Caliphate's authority in Turkey. The Caliphate movement brought Muslims across the subcontinent together and fostered a sense of pan-Islamism, which emphasized the shared identity of Muslims as a religious community, regardless of their ethnicity or location. As the movement gained momentum, Muslims began to demand greater political representation and autonomy within the British Raj. In the mid-1930s, the All India Muslim League, a political party representing Muslim interests, started advocating for a separate state for Muslims in the northwest and eastern regions of the subcontinent. This proposal, known as Pakistan, was based on the perceived need to protect the cultural and religious interests of Muslims in a region where they were becoming a minority. The term Pakistan is said to have been coined by Chaudhry Romat Ali, a young Muslim activist from Punjab who used it in a pamphlet to describe the proposed state. As the Second World War progressed, tensions between Muslims and Hindus increased, leading to communal violence and a growing sense of mistrust. This situation was exacerbated by the Congress ministries in provinces like Bengal and Uttar Pradesh, where Hindu leaders implemented policies that Muslims felt were discriminatory. For example, the cow slaughter ban in Uttar Pradesh caused resentment among Muslims who saw it as an infringement upon their religious practices. Similarly, the Bengal famine of 1943, which resulted in the deaths of millions, was seen by many Muslims as a consequence of the Congress government's mismanagement. By the late 1940s, calls for an independent Pakistan had intensified, with Muslim leaders arguing that only a separate state could ensure their political and cultural rights. On June 3, 1947, the Muslim League's Working Committee formally adopted the Lahore Resolution, which declared the intention to create an independent state in the regions of Punjab, Sindh, Bengal, and Assam, with a provision for other Muslim-majority regions to join. On July 8, 1947, the British government announced its decision to partition the subcontinent into two separate states, Pakistan and India, with Lord Mountbatten as the last Viceroy of India and the first Viceroy of Pakistan. The process of partition, however, was marked by widespread violence, communal riots, and the mass displacement of people. Millions of Muslims and Hindus migrated across the new border, seeking refuge in what they perceived to be their respective homelands. The violence and unrest continued for several months, causing immense suffering and loss of life. Despite the challenges, on August 14, 1947, Pakistan was officially declared independent with Muhammad Ali Jinnah as its first Governor-General. The new nation consisted of the provinces of Punjab, Sindh, Bengal, and Assam, as well as the princely states of Junagadh and Manipur. Meanwhile, India became a dominion within the British Commonwealth, with Jawaharlal Nehru as its prime minister. The creation of Pakistan was a momentous event that profoundly impacted the course of South Asian history. It resulted in the largest mass migration in the 20th century, with millions of Muslims moving to Pakistan and Hindus migrating to India. The partition also had lasting consequences for the political and social dynamics of the region. Pakistan's emergence as an Islamic republic, based on the principles of Sharia law, significantly shaped its identity and policies. While India's secular policies contributed to its diversity and inclusiveness, the legacy of partition continues to be felt today, not only in the ongoing territorial disputes and security challenges, but also in the cultural and historical narratives of both nations. Pakistan's journey since independence has been marked by both achievements and struggles. The country faced numerous challenges, including economic instability, political turmoil, and conflicts with neighboring countries. Despite these difficulties, Pakistan has made significant strides in various fields such as education, healthcare, and technology. Moreover, Pakistan's vibrant arts and culture continue to thrive with renowned contributions in music, literature, and visual arts. Today, both Pakistan and India remain significant players in the global Muslim and Hindu communities respectively, each contributing uniquely to the cultural, political, and economic landscape of South Asia and beyond. Their shared history and intertwined destinies continue to shape their relationship, reminding them of the complexities of partition and the importance of peaceful coexistence. So my dear brothers and sisters, this was a brief history of Pakistan and how Pakistan was created. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, if you have any suggestions for me, then please comment down below. Thank you very much for watching this video till the end.